we're definitely gonna win. We know what we're doing here.
JJ and Canubis, you better watch out.
I feel like, yep.
This video is gonna be a bit different from what I normally upload on the channel, but I wanted to make sort of a game show for some time, so let's just get right into it. And for a game show, you need some highly qualified contestants. So on the blue team, please welcome Durnil and Mr. Beat.
Glad to be here.
And on the yellow team, please welcome Canubis and JJ.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Very excited to have you all here. To get us started, I made this amazing intro.
Spaghetti Roads. Top 10 country quiz.
A quiz where either you know the right answer or you don't is boring. So here hopefully you'll be able to work together as a team and discuss and work on each question. The quiz itself is a top 10 quiz of countries, and the idea is very simple. If we had the question which country is the most populous in the world, everybody would know that China is the right answer. Most could probably say India then the US, but it starts to get harder. And which one is number 10? That's a lot harder. And that's the idea of the quiz. You get 1 point for number 1, 2 for number 2, and so on, all the way to 9 for number 9 and 10 for number 10. But if you go below the first 10, you get nothing, no points. You have to be within the first 10 countries. In other words, what's the lowest country within top 10 that you can guess? Sometimes you might want to go for the easy 1 or 2 points, and sometimes you might want to play more risky and go for maybe number 8, 9, 10. That's really up to you. Since we're dealing with countries, to avoid any sort of controversy in the comments, we'll just stick by who's a UN member, and dependencies and overseas territories will go by who's representing them. The quiz is for 1 million, and I would love to have an AdSense that could give, $1 million, but I'm not there yet, so it's 1 million real, Iranian. So there's something at stake.
It's like 350 US, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that. It sounds cool with 1 million, and I can put it in the thumbnail. Yeah. So. To the people watching at home, if you're guessing anyway, leave a comment with your guesses, but be honest. Also let me know what you think about this format and this idea of a game show, and which other YouTubers would fit into this quiz if I make more episodes. Feel free to subscribe, but otherwise let's just get right into it.
Question 1.
So, tigers are cool, but which country has the most wild tigers living in nature?
Wild tigers.
Indeed.
Okay.
And the list is from 2014, so slight changes can have happened.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay.
I'll have to adjust my assumptions accordingly.
Wild tigers. This is so much harder than a population one. Animals. What do you know about animals, Mr. Beat?
I know a lot about cats and dogs. Domesticated.
Yeah, so moderate number of tigers.
I'm good with human populations, but not really other species.
I don't know much about the geography of animals, I must say.
So tigers, there's definitely tigers in Africa and South Asia, right? I mean, South Asia, Southeast Asia.
Is the main place. Obviously India is the first place I think of. That's where most people, I think, die from tigers encounters.
Tigers?
Let's see. Countries that come to mind for me are like China, Russia, Korea, parts of Southeast Asia. Like Singapore was named after lions, even though the prince who saw a lion there probably actually saw a tiger. This is
a hard enough question where I feel like we could probably just go for number 10, because I don't even know if we can get number 1. Do you have any idea what number 1 would be?
I would guess India again for number 1.
Yeah, just like the land area, the size of India is so huge that you might as well do like a big country like that.
So we get some points,
Yeah.
Are there tigers in Africa?
No.
No?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
So, what about South Africa? I know they have, like down there. No?
I don't think so.
I'm just like throwing out sub-Saharan African
That's lions
countries.
down there.
Yeah, yep.
Lions be like, what are you doing here? I don't know.
Yep. It's a good point.
I know nothing about where animals are located. Of those countries you mentioned, what do you think would be a safe bet for a moderate number of tigers?
I have heard, do you know that the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea is actually kind of a animal refuge because no human dares to go there?
Yeah.
I mean, we might just need to lock in India, but do you think it's number 1? That's probably...
I just don't know what else it would be.
Me neither.
Part of me feels like Russia might be a safer
Yeah.
bet. Like they have tigers in
Yeah,
Siberia.
yeah. And I remember that there's some like province of Russia that has like a tiger on their flag, and they have like Tiger Day once a year or something. So that seems fair.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they have a moderate number. Yeah, why don't we guess that?
I'm down to lock in India at number 1.
Okay. Can we get a point?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get a point. Let's just get one. Let's get on the board.
Indeed, you get a point for that.
Yay!
India is,
Oh,
is,
nice.
certainly
Nice.
number
Okay.
one, with more tigers living in India than outside of India.
Nice. Oh, man. I'm so glad you're here, Mr. Beat.
And number 2 is Russia. So you get 2 points for Russia.
Oh, okay.
All right, that wasn't bad.
Oh, what is the rest of the list after number 2?
Indonesia, Malaysia, Nepal, Thailand, Bangladesh, and Bhutan all have a lot of tigers. And China, Vietnam, and Laos have respectively 7, 5, and 2 tigers.
Okay, so it's a very sort of Southeast Asia sort of creature.
Indeed.
Question 2.
Portugal is a beautiful country, but which countries are the closest to Portugal?
Okay.
Okay, that'll definitely be easier. At least for me, I think in terms of maps.
This is a trick question, I'm assuming. But, oh, well, I mean, so we have to think about those islands that Portugal has. I mean, it's kind of out there in the Atlantic. But is there any other overseas territory that Portugal has?
Yes.
Can you think?
The Azores.
Let's see. Easy guess would be Spain.
And then you know, France and
Morocco, yeah. Spain, Andorra, Morocco. The UK has Gibraltar.
Yeah, so Spain obviously is the number 1, but the weird thing about it is you got Gibraltar, the Strait of Gibraltar, you got so you got the United Kingdom, right?
Yep. I agree. It's Spain. But do you know if Portugal still has territory in... Well, Spain has territory in Morocco. Does Portugal still have that? Did you know that there's like little small spots of,
Yeah.
I guess, Morocco that Spain still controls? Does Portugal still have anything like that, like a port?
I don't think so. I think it's all Spain, if I remember correctly.
So we got Spain and then UK, and then it would be Morocco, right, at number 3?
Well, what about... Yeah, it would be Morocco. Yeah, so number 3.
And then France.
France.
what is sort of south in sort of northern Africa from where Portugal is?
See, there's Morocco, then to the east there's Algeria. South of both of them there's Mauritania.
Okay.
Although the trap there is that definitely the African countries are a lot bigger than the European countries.
I think we can firmly say Algeria is number 5, right?
Yeah,
Because
I'm fairly confident.
Switzerland and Italy are too far away. Belgium's too far away.
Well, there's also Monaco.
Oh, that's right. Where does that fit in? And Andorra.
Andorra.
And where do those fit?
How's my mental
Oh,
map
God.
here? Really bad, apparently.
Yeah. I think we still have, I think it's still right. Spain, UK, Morocco, France is still 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
We wanna-
But it's that little city-state that throws it off.
Should we just go with France
Right.
then?
Like Algeria seems like a country that's sort of in, like, it's reasonably close to Portugal, but not like super duper close, that it might sort of fall into a sweet spot.
Yeah, I think Algeria is a good guess.
but-
Like Tunisia would be going too far.
All right. Well, why don't we guess Algeria?
Yeah.
I just want to confirm with you, what is that small country? Is that Andorra in between France and Spain?
Oh gosh, that's where it's at. I was thinking it was over on the other side of France.
Yeah, because that other one is on the other side, Monaco.
Yeah.
I believe. But I think it is Andorra.
So France 5,
I think France is still, because technically
Still
France
further,
has that,
east or
yes,
west. I mean,
further. Yeah, so it would still be 5 would be the city-state, and Andorra, I think, and then Algeria, I believe, would still be 6.
do you want to go Algeria?
I feel pretty good about Algeria. To your knowledge, there's nothing else that Portugal has overseas. I'm just kind of, that's the only thing I'm concerned about. There's nothing in Brazil that they have still left over, any ports.
I think they have islands.
Yeah, but nothing on continental land, I don't think anymore.
I don't think so.
Can't think. Now I'm scared.
I know, like
But, I mean, if there is some stuff like that, then we're screwed either way.
I was gonna say-
our list is already super messed up.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we might as well just go.
I say maybe we go big or go home.
So Algeria.
Yeah, I think we could try it.
Okay.
We got 1 point. at least we won't get a goose egg for this test. Okay, I guess we're gonna lock that in.
So, as you said, obviously Spain is number 1, Morocco, the Gibraltar or the UK, France, and for 5 points for you, Algeria.
Sweet. Great guess.
5 points, nice.
5 points for Algeria.
So we got 5 points for that?
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right. So that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Next would be Andorra, and then Mauritania, which is actually the first time where Portugal's islands matter a bit. It's slightly closer. Then it's Ireland, Switzerland, and Italy.
Question 3.
Islam is one of the world's biggest religions, but which countries have the most Muslims living there?
So Indonesia, the top. I'm going to go India, and then Pakistan.
Ooh, you think Pakistan? You think India over Pakistan?
Well,
that's really hard.
I guess oh yeah, you're right. I would switch that because obviously they separated under that.
Yep,
so yeah,
because of that.
Pakistan would be number 2 to me.
And then maybe Bangladesh, because the other side went over there.
I'm thinking India before the partition. Okay, yeah. So
that'd make this way easier. Everything under British Raj, just right there.
Okay.
So I feel like the obvious choices is like India and Indonesia.
Yeah.
And like, but like, what's a country that has like a moderately high number of Muslims?
So who else do we have left?
Well, there's Iran.
I mean, there's Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt.
Iran has way more than Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Egypt would probably have more than Saudi Arabia.
Turkey and Iran would still be very high.
Yeah.
So
it would have to be like a non-Muslim majority, like a country with a significant, like I think like France I think has several million Muslims, and I feel like I've heard it said that France is pretty high.
Yeah. Saudi Arabia only has like 30 million people, which
30 million people?
Yeah. Like pretty low compared to like those countries.
Turkey. What about Turkey?
Turkey's a good one. More people than Saudi Arabia. Yep.
And then obviously there's Syria, Iraq, but those are a little smaller, so I don't think they're as big as.
Which has more, Iraq or Saudi Arabia?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I think it's. I mean, population-wise, Saudi Arabia is bigger, right?
Well, the thing is, most of Saudi Arabia is desert. And it's just Riyadh and a couple other major urban areas. So I'm just thinking Iraq is more spread out population. I could be wrong.
Or what about like a country like Dubai? Like Dubai is quite small, or the UAE, right? Like it's probably about less than 10 million people, eh?
Yeah, it's like 9 million.
Yeah, so it would probably be up there. And then there's like a lot of countries in Africa that we probably don't think about that much, but they probably have significant Muslim populations as well.
Yeah.
Malaysia may be in there too.
Yeah. I was gonna say Malaysia or maybe even the Philippines. I know the Philippines has got a lot of Christians too.
A lot of Christians, yeah.
I mean, do you know how big some of those kind of smaller places are? Like
in Africa,
Qatar and I was thinking more like Qatar. There's other
UAB.
places in the Arabian Peninsula.
They're just so tiny. I just don't think that
they have enough, right?
Yeah, and then we're also forgetting all of Northern Africa. We can consider maybe even
Morocco.
Algeria.
Yep. Tunisia. I don't know if Tunisia's that big, but
it's tiny. Yeah.
Libya. This is really hard. I mean, let's also not forget about Afghanistan, but
Afghanistan has more than probably Libya, Algeria, and probably more than Saudi Arabia even.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, and then we're forgetting, of course, Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that some of those Central Asian countries, but Kazakhstan's probably the only way I have to worry about if we're just doing top 10.
I think if you think like the UAE has like under 10 million people, that seems like that could be a relatively
that would definitely
safe
be.
bet. Yeah.
Well, I feel like that would be under the top 10 then.
Too small. Yeah.
Yeah. My gut feels like Saudi Arabia might be a safe bet.
You think so? Because 30 million? That seems. You think that's low enough? I guess if a lot of these other countries have populations of like. Well, I mean, they wouldn't have populations of over 100 million, but they might be in the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Turkey and Iran are like
plus.
70 million. Egypt's like 90 million.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Let's do Saudi Arabia then.
Egypt is kind of sneaky big, and Turkey, like, obviously is a smaller in size. But I don't know. I think Turkey has less than Iran and Egypt. That's just my hunch. But and then you say the number 10. I'll trust you for number 10.
Oh man, which one do we have? Oh no.
Either Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, or Kazakhstan.
Oh man, I'm gonna just go. I don't know. I guess I'd go Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I mean.
All right. So final answer.
Okay.
You go with Saudi Arabia. That's your guess for number 10.
Oh no! Now we're doubting ourselves.
Yeah, I know you're gonna maybe. I don't think it's gonna be it, but I guess so. I'm gonna lock it in.
Fair enough. So you were very right. The first one was Indonesia, then Pakistan.
Oh.
India is number 3. Then Bangladesh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sorry. Nigeria and Egypt, Iran, Turkey, Algeria, and Sudan. So there's no points for Saudi Arabia.
Whoa.
There's just so many people in Nigeria. I forget.
I completely forgot. Yep.
I'm very sorry.
Oh man.
Wow.
So it was too good.
It was too good. So no points, sorry.
Oh, dang.
Question 4.
The world has a lot of countries, but which ones are the first in alphabetical order?
Oh.
First countries.
Just think of the Geography Now series or the channel. What was the first one he did? So we have to try to get the 10th one. Okay.
Okay. Think back to the earliest.
Afghanistan is the first.
Yeah, think back to the earliest Geography Now episodes.
Yeah, I think the first Geography Now was Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Andorra, Algeria.
Algeria was before. Yeah.
Is there Afghanistan?
Think Algeria
and Andorra is up there as well.
Antigua and Barbuda.
Yeah, and Armenia, and what else begins with an A? Australia.
Yeah, Austria.
Yeah. By the time we get to AUs, are we too low to be in the top 10?
Albania,
yep.
Bhutan, Bulgaria.
Which one?
Is Bulgaria too far down the list, Drew?
Yeah, it might be. I think so. I mean, well, are there 10? Can we think of? I mean, keep it on there, but Belgium would be before Bulgaria, anyways.
Okay, so I got 6 so far of this that I've written down as far as A's and B's. I know there's more than that. Angola.
I think Austria.
Do you think like Armenia?
Might be a good guess.
You think Austria? You don't think going to U's is too low in the alphabet?
Let's maybe go with Australia. Play it safe.
All
Australia would come before, I think, right?
Let me think. Austria versus
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, Australia. Okay, why don't we do that then?
Yeah.
Australia.
Come on, Animaniacs. Help me.
I know, that's right. Australia,
yeah. There might be more A's than I thought.
Australia's looking pretty good because it's a nice AU, so it's down the list.
Yeah. There's
Is there anything
Bolivia.
else I'm blanking out. Did you get Aruba? I mean, that counts, right?
Yeah. No, is that a territory, overseas territory, or is that a country?
Yeah, because we're looking at like UN rules, right? Like a UN classified.
Yeah. So I think Australia actually feels pretty safe. It feels pretty good. I know
it does.
Like it wouldn't be going over.
Yep, it's in the top 10, I think. I just don't know what place.
I would guess it'd be like 7 or 8 is what I would guess.
Yep, I say let's do Australia then. If you
Australia.
Okay, very good. So number 1, you're right about the Geography Now. It's Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Andorra, Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Armenia, and 2 more countries. And next is Australia for 9 points.
Australia at 9?
At 9.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, you got me maybe nervous, man. You were like going down this list like, I forgot about that.
Yeah, good job, Drew.
Sweet. I always forget about Argentina.
9 points because, I forgot about Argentina and Angola.
What was number 10?
Number 10 was Austria.
Oh.
Jeez, there were more A countries than I remember.
Question 5.
South is the opposite of North, but what are the southernmost countries in the world? And just to be clear, we're not counting uninhabited overseas territories or claims on Antarctica.
The southernmost countries, like Chile, South Africa,
Argentina,
yeah,
Australia, New Zealand.
So what is it? It's like
South America,
Australia, New Zealand, Argentina, Chile, something like that, right?
South America's closer.
Also, it is. Oh, okay, it is closer.
And so Chile, Argentina, but then you got New Zealand, Australia at a certain point.
Yep.
I'm thinking like.
And then Uruguay.
Yeah, I'm thinking Uruguay is a good candidate here because it's south of Paraguay, also south of Peru, and all of this is south of South Africa, to my knowledge.
I think so. Yeah, I think it is too.
Would this count like overseas territories and dependencies of like the UK, France, and Norway?
As long as they have a permanent population. So we don't count scientists and military personnel and all this Antarctica shit.
Yeah.
This is scary. So once we start getting up there, it gets really risky. Like, is Uruguay south of South Africa? That's the question. That's the big question.
I think I mean, I guess we could just go with South Africa as one that might be like, 8 or 9 or 10.
It might, yeah. Either one, I feel pretty good about either Uruguay or South Africa. I just really hope we're still in the 10. I think we'll still be in the.
Well,
I think it's safe.
See, the problem is, the longer I think, the more hesitant I'm like. I like stay with.
What about
South America.
Fiji? Like none of those islands get too low, right? I mean,
well, you have a good point. There's like all the Polynesia is like not that much further north than New Zealand.
I feel like all of these ones that we sort of named are relatively are going to be on the list. It's just a matter of sort of like understanding where they sort of sequentially fit.
Yeah.
Like is South Africa more southern than Argentina or Chile? Like, I don't really know. So it seems pretty.
South Africa is it isn't as far south as like Patagonia, but trying to think in my mind, like, is it further south at least than Uruguay?
Yeah.
Which it probably is.
So do you think it's a worthwhile pick?
Let's see, Chile, Argentina, Australia, New Zealand, count UK, count Uruguay just in case. Just worry about like there are going to be any Pacific Island nations tripping us up.
But we just want, we just need like a good sort of safe middle of the road kind of choice, like not something that's too good.
Yeah, I say let's pick South Africa. Okay. See what happens.
All right.
Tonga.
Maybe we should go Paraguay or Uruguay or even Paraguay. Is Paraguay further south than South Africa?
I think I'm down to choose Uruguay. I know it's got to be in the top 10, but it's down the.
Uruguay as well. I think
Uruguay.
The list goes Chile, Argentina, and then the UK with the Falkland Islands, New Zealand and Australia, and for 6 points, Uruguay.
Woohoo!
And very close, but 1 point more, South Africa.
Nice.
Okay, putting up a good fight thus far, I'd say.
So South Africa
cool.
and Uruguay are
neck and neck. And what was the remaining part of the list?
Sure. Then it goes Brazil, Lesotho, and Namibia.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
None of those specific islands. No Fiji, Tonga. We have to worry about those islands.
No, the first island is Tonga at spot number 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I completely forgot the Falklands, though. I should have known that. Yeah, that was a joke there.
There's 5 people that live there that are all angry right now.
Yep.
Question 6.
They say money can't buy happiness, but which countries have the most millionaires in US dollars?
Oh, the country with the most millionaires? I feel like that sort of broadly tracks with population, so it's like America, China.
Yeah, I'm thinking like take the list of most populous countries and combine them with highest GDPs per capita.
Yeah.
In some way.
Yeah.
Probably like the US might be number 1, then maybe like China or Russia.
Yeah.
Well, U.S. would be number 1, I would believe, but
I would assume, yeah. So it's the big difference between millionaire and billionaire. So we maybe should consider somewhat populate. Like if we were going billionaires, then we could probably pick like a small country like Luxembourg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a really where all the billionaires flee to. But since we're talking billionaires, I think population is something we still have to somewhat consider.
Yeah.
So maybe Canada, United Kingdom, or something. Maybe on the list.
China.
Yeah, China, Germany.
So I feel like it would sort of be a kind of mid-sized European country, might be.
Yeah.
Sort of pretty far low in the top 10.
Probably not Germany or France or the UK.
Maybe Italy.
Yeah, I could see Italy.
Japan.
Yeah, Japan. Maybe South Korea even. There's a lot of people there. There's like 30 million, I think, in South Korea.
Yep.
And India again, because it's big.
That's right. That's right.
Like every day, it seems like there's a new
people.
millionaire. There's probably multiple millionaires in India.
Just sort of like a country that's relatively large, relatively well off.
Oh, my camera stopped recording. Face cam now.
Okay, and you're recording that?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be able to cut it together to something people will not even notice. I will make some cool transition from one camera to the next.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's quickly becoming wealthier. Might be one of those that is like in the top 20 for sure, but
I feel like this ranking is probably going to almost mirror just like regular like GDP rankings, right? I mean, so like US number 1,
not GDP
China
per
number
capita,
2,
but GDP.
Yeah. So it's like US, China, Japan, Germany, right? Is that the top 4 in terms of GDP?
Something like that.
And then what is it, like UK, France? I bet you we pick around like one of those European countries, we might be kind of down the list.
Yeah, we could go United Kingdom.
Yeah.
You think it's still in the top 10?
I think that's fair. Definitely in the top 10 and somewhat in the middle of the list. Should we lock it in?
Okay, I'm fine with the UK.
Okay, so countries with the most millionaires. We're kind of thinking Italy.
Yeah, I think Italy's a safe bet. Why don't we say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're right, the first one by far, the US. Then it's China, Japan, and for 4 points to you, the UK.
Oh, 4, that high.
Germany in that 4th. Interesting, yeah.
All that old wealth.
What's the rest of the list?
Germany, France, and for 7 points, Italy.
Nice. That's I think our best guess so far.
The rest would have been Canada, Australia, and Spain for 10 points. But
okay.
7 points is still strong.
Yeah, I was thinking Australia, but like their population seemed too small.
I forgot about Canada as well. Got a lot of rich folk here.
Yeah. Kind of have to be a millionaire to get a house in Vancouver these days.
You got that right.
Question 7.
I myself live in a country that's mostly flat, but what are the highest countries in the world?
So Nepal, right, is number 1.
Yeah.
With Everest.
I think there's a few that, the Himalayas. There's a few that are up there.
So Bhutan, India.
Like sort of the most mountainous countries, I guess.
Nepal and China would be. Those are the easy answers. We don't want those.
Yeah, and Canada and the US are up there as well. Canada has one of the highest peaks in the world. I think one of the certainly in the top. And then Nepal. Yeah.
So would Bhutan.
Bhutan and Nepal.
I believe the second highest peak in the world is in Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
And Kilimanjaro's in Tanzania.
Okay.
Well, the Rockies higher than the Andes, or the Alps higher than the both. Those are standing out to me. Sorry, Australia, you're out of this.
Yep.
And then I'm thinking
Australia and Africa is super flat too.
Yeah, because even Kilimanjaro is like meh. So I'm thinking we could say Kazakhstan, China, like Tibet is really high.
Yeah, but Tibet, I don't think we can.
Oh no, yeah, China.
Tibet.
China.
Yeah. I said the same thing. I was about to say Tibet.
Free Tibet.
Oh no. This video is not going to come out in China. I don't know.
Yeah, we're fine.
Sorry, man. You're getting banned in China.
We can mostly.
I liked the China one. What was that?
We can mostly stick with Central Asia, I think.
Yeah. I like one like China or India because we know it's not number 1, but it's probably still in the top 10. You know, so those countries still net us some pretty good points.
I wonder if America is pretty.
We have Denali in Alaska.
I'm trying to remember because the highest mountain in Canada is Mount Logan, and I can't remember if that's like the second highest mountain on the continent. I think it might be. I'm just trying to think if Canada or America, which one is sort of higher ranking, because I feel like one of these North American countries might be a good middle of the. Because I know that like within the mountain climber set, they have some sort of thing like the 5 peaks or like the 5 kings or something like that, where there's like the highest mountains in the world and you have to climb them all if you're a real hardcore. I feel like none of those are on North America, but I might be mistaken. I don't know. I kind of feel like US is a relatively safe guess, or Canada.
Yeah.
I just can't remember which one would be better. What do you think?
I think let's go with Canada.
Okay. All right, Canada.
I think it's, I don't know, off my top of my head. I mean, the Rockies are, like when you start comparing the Rockies to the Alps to the Andes, I think it's too hard. Unless do you know which one is?
Well, I know that Denali in Alaska, the highest point in North America, is around 20,000 feet. Sorry for not using the metric system, Sebastian, but I don't know where that would be for meters. But it's up there, like, and so that'd be the United States. But
The U.S. is a good one to put on this, maybe to go with.
Might be
maybe
close, yeah.
Because I think it would be down towards the end of the list, but I think it'd be in the top 10. But it'd be riskier, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about tallest peak in terms of elevation. We're not talking about like sea level. You know how like Hawaii, for instance, sea floor to.
Oh yeah. No, that would be kind of shaky.
Nothing sneaky. Nothing sneaky.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm so glad you haven't been doing no sneaky. I thought we could be in some sneaky territory for a second there.
So China or the United States or India.
Yeah. I like those three answers. I think India and China are safer, and the U.S. one is more risky. What do you think?
Maybe play it safe, I guess. Well, India probably might be off the top 10 the more I think about it, honestly. Like, I'm thinking the United States would have higher elevation because so much of India is low-lying. It's just right at the edges, the northern
where they connect with the Himalayas.
Yeah, but it is pretty sudden.
China would be safer.
Yeah, let's go with China.
China and Nepal are tied by both having Mount Everest, so that gives you 2 points.
Gosh, dang it! I
didn't know they shared the peak. I didn't know. Damn.
Dang it.
Then Pakistan, India, Bhutan, and Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and now we move to the New World.
Oh man!
But it's Argentina, Chile, Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, and then the US and Canada. So I'm very sorry, guys.
Jeez Louise, we suck. Canada. We think we're so great at our mountains, but our mountains are pathetic compared to the rest of the world.
I hate to break the news to you, Colorado.
Question 8.
It's nice to have good neighbors, but which countries share the most land borders with other countries?
So China is number 1, right? 17. I think they border 17 countries or something crazy like that.
Whoa. So.
Okay. Well.
We're thinking like
Well, Russia's up there, right? I mean, China, Russia are both up there.
Yeah, I think that those are too safe to.
Oh yeah.
So.
Too safe. China, Russia. I mean, if we really think about this for a long enough time, we could probably get pretty good.
Oh, this seems like something you would know, Will.
Yeah. Let's see. Most is Russia, then trailing behind is China. I know Russia has 14, but they say it's 16 because they recognize 2 breakaway states in Georgia. And they also have maritime borders with the US and Japan, but presumably not counting those. So in that case, Russia would be tied with China at 14, I believe. Then I know Germany has 9. I believe Turkey has 8 or 9. India has Pakistan, not counting Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar. That's only 6.
There's Germany. So Germany borders the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Austria, Poland.
Oh wow!
And
that might be a good candidate.
And Czech Republic. Yeah. So Germany is probably pretty good. Maybe they're in the middle part of the list.
Yeah. Most of the African countries know because there's just usually they're surrounded by like the same like 4 or 5 or 2.
Yep. France does count, right?
Overseas territory.
Because France has Belgium, Luxembourg, Switzerland, and then there's those 2 city-states, Andorra and Monaco, right?
Yeah.
And then Spain, and then they have that stuff in South America, so Brazil. So that's actually pretty up there with
Germany.
So Germany and France are both really nice guesses, I think.
France might be a better pick, I think, of the 2. We can count out most of Africa, North America, all of North America. South America, there's just... It's got to be Europe. I'm thinking it's got to be Europe. So...
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to guess India? That seems reasonably moderate. Not too low, hopefully.
Yeah. Let's see. How many does France have? France has Spain, Andorra, Monaco, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium. So that's 8. Italy has Vatican City, San Marino, France, Switzerland, Austria, Slovenia. So that's also 6.
Afghanistan has a lot of countries bordering it too, right?
Yeah. Pakistan, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, China. So that's also 6.
6 seems like a reasonable number, although I wonder if there's going to be a lot of like clumping. There's like a lot of countries that are going to be tied in this list, so what say you? What do you think is the safest bet?
My gut says, let's go with India.
All right, let's try that.
It gets a little crazy in the Balkans, so you might think like Bulgaria or something, or Ukraine or something. I always get fuzzy down there, though. I think because you got, if it's Ukraine, I'm thinking, is it Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova, Russia? Might be too risky. I don't know. I think
Belarus.
Oh yeah. Whew, there's a lot of candidates all of a sudden. I just realized in Eastern Europe.
Yep, Eastern Europe gets pretty compacted. I think we can safely bet that France would probably be a nice 5 points here. I think.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with France. That's fine.
So number 1 is Russia with 14 different countries, and on a shared second place we have China and France, both with 11.
Oh,
11?
So
jeez, France.
I didn't even count. What was 11?
France has Andorra, Belgium, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, Monaco, Spain, and Switzerland. That's the close by ones. Then overseas they have Brazil and Suriname.
That's what's getting us.
Damn.
And then because they share an island with the Netherlands in the Caribbean, St. Martin, and the Shetland border there as well.
All right.
Jeez, yeah.
Brazil. Then you have the Democratic Congo, along with Germany. The next one is a tie between Austria, Tanzania, Turkey, and Zambia on the next spot. I'm sorry.
Okay. How many countries does Turkey border?
Turkey has 8. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bulgaria, Georgia, Greece, Iran, Iraq, and Syria.
And
wow.
almost every one of them has their own writing system.
Yeah, that's a really cool fact.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where's Ukraine on that list?
Ukraine has 7 borders, so right outside the range.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
So, and DRC, of course. How could I forget Congo? Man, I did a video about Congo. God. Both Congos.
Results time, baby.
You won.
No, yay!
We won! Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Close.
Nice. I feel pretty good now. I do think that if we were to form another, if you did another competition like this in the future, I feel pretty strongly that we would do pretty good again.
I didn't think we did that well.
Now that we kind of got the... Yeah. I mean, I think it was a little touch and go in the beginning, but I think we're getting it, you know.
Yeah, no.
Certainly. Well, you're the defending champions right now in this competition.
Very nice.
All right.
Very nice.
Well, awesome.
Thank you very much for being part of this. I hope you had fun. I had fun, at least, I can say.
Very fun. It was very fun.
Yeah.
And also a big thank you for anybody still watching. I hope you liked this sort of video. If you did, let me know. But also if you didn't, please let me know why, so I can improve. Any feedback is welcome, both about stuff which worked and stuff which didn't work. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel. I hope to make more travel videos soon, and I have a flag video coming out very soon. It's mostly done already, but I would also like to maybe make more of this stuff in the future, so really let me know what you think. Also, if you have suggestions for who would you like to see as contestants, let me know. I would actually recommend going and watching these guys' channels. They are all very good. I personally watch their videos, so I can vouch for them. All the best, take care.